Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm MonsterArts 25, and today I'm bringing you guys another action figure review on one of the newer-ish releases for the MonsterArts Godzilla vs. Kong Godzilla from 2021. This is the newest Godzilla that they've released for the Monster Art line, I believe. I picked this up primarily because I saw the 2019 re-release of the special painted, like, shiny gold-looking King Ghidorah, and yeah, I've always loved Godzilla, and so seeing that, I was like, oh, that's so cool looking. Price point was pretty high though, so I have it on an order at the moment, so I will review that in the future when I get it. But yeah, so I looked into Godzilla and I was like, he's pretty cool looking and pretty good. Maybe I'll give him a shot and pick him up and review him and everything. And I like him. But he's not exactly 100% what I was thinking. So he's pretty cool. He's kind of small for the Monster Art stuff. I thought he'd be a little bit bigger. I mean, I'll do a height comparison on him in a little bit. But I thought he'd be a little bit taller, honestly. But yeah, so we'll take a look at the accessories he comes with. This is my first Monster Arts figure. I have an old D Arts, Digimon War Greymon, but this is the first Monster Arts I've gotten from Figure Arts. So this is the first time for this. So I apologize if anything is off. I apologize if I get any Godzilla lore wrong. I'm a Godzilla fan, but I don't know everything. I liked him a lot when I was younger. I played Godzilla Save the Earth and Melee for games. Destroy All Monsters Melee and Save the Earth for on the PS2 and GameCube. So I've always been a Godzilla fan. So I'm happy to finally have a proper Godzilla representation, and I do like the movies. But we'll look at his accessories first. He only has two pairs or one pair of alternate hands. These are more like closed gripping hand type thing, like claw grip. I don't really know, exactly like what the purpose of these would be for. And then you get the set of hands that are on them, which are more the open clawed look back here. So yeah, those are it. That's all he gets for accessories. No beams, no little vehicles or anything like that, and that's all you get. So we'll take a look at his articulation really quick. Let me bring the camera angle down a bit. So he's just segmented and jointed all over the place. So if you look at him here, he's got like a joint up here where he could like come in back and forth a little bit. So you can bring him back. There is a joint in here, so you can bring that back even more. So if you ever wanted to get Godzilla in like a as close to swimming pose as possible, that would be the way to go. Yeah, so I guess that would be how you do it. The tail's up a little high. You might be able to do something there. But yeah, so you could get the back going like that far back. I bring him a little bit more forward. And then the neck, the head is on like a joint here, so you can get, let's see, that far that way, that far that way. You could get him looking up that much, down a whole lot. So you can, if you were trying to do like the hollow earth. Oh, there we go. That's the first time I've done that. So that's getting a look, I guess, more at his insides. It's just a ball. Let me make sure I plug that back on correctly. But yeah, I guess he can't get down that far, but you could get him pretty close to like the hollow earth, like atomic breath roar. I don't have any atomic breath accessories, so I can't really show you anything in them. I do know I've seen some stuff where you could kind of use the older ones from previous Monster Art movie Godzillas on him, but I don't know. So he gets down that far, up pretty good amount. I mean, the head is on like a nice little joint right there that can move at the neck, and then you can move it like there too, so you could get them in like cool little poses. This is a more loose piece right here, so that one shifts around a little bit more. The arms don't seem to go really like out very far. Like it seems like there's a small like butterfly or something in there, but they don't really go up or down very much. It's just kind of very limited. So you could get them like Oh man, without like, I don't want to like beat him up too much, but that's as far up as I could get it. And then back, you could go that far. It's very finicky, very finicky. And then the elbows, so you can get his arm like that straight, and then you can close up that much, and then the hands are on a like a hinge. Let me see if I can pop the. There we go. So that's what it looks like there for you. Just a little ball peg and a hinge. So, and then we'll pop that back on. So, very limited, but it is like two sections. It's like you have one elbow right here, and then one that goes up into like the bicep area. There's no bicep cut or nothing, so that's what you get. The legs are a little weird too. You could go around that far back with them at the hip. You can bring them up like that far forward. They don't. Oh well, they do get out kind of, but you got to be in a proper angle to do it. And the other one doesn't want to go out as much as this one does. So I might have a stuck leg. I don't want to break them, so I'm not going to be that crazy with them because these are relatively expensive. And then the knee with the leg goes that far forward, and then you can get that far back with it. He does have a little bit of an ankle rocker. Not really much pivot in there, but he could go forward that much and back that much. So yeah, you're kind of limited with your Godzilla here. And then you got your tail back here, which is all over the place segment-wise. You got the main one right there, but then you got it where you could really get it like that far, maybe. It doesn't really hold shape very well. And let's see. If I do any sort of... Can I get it curving around? You could kind of get it on that much of a curve. Not very much, but you could get it a little bit. So you're not going to get them in any like crazy like tail whip poses, really. You could kind of get them somewhat like that. But you might need a stand to help you assist in any insane crazy poses with him. So, yeah, I mean, he's really good though. He's not as super articulate as I thought he would be. But let's get a little look at the paintwork. So you do get the nice like blue, like powered up, active atomic breath Godzilla in the mouth and everything, which looks really nice. Same thing with the spine and the dorsal fins. They're all a very nice metallic blue paint in there. And then, I mean, in general, his paintwork is very much just like a solid, like, dark gray. And there's kind of like a brownish, tanny gray in here for, like, the stomach. But it's very light, so it's hard to notice. There's a little bit of, like, white and brown mixed in there to, like, lighten it up a tiny bit. But other than that, it's pretty much the same all the way down throughout the tail. But yeah, let me get a look at this Godzilla. Let me see if I could do a height check on him. I was gonna try and do a tail length, but alright, so your Godzilla does stand, I guess, to the top of that back spine. He's about 6 inches tall. Yeah, a little about 6 inches tall. Let me get a look if I could get a measurement. So with the tail, if I go from like where the front of his claw is to the tail, he's about like 11 3/4 inches long for the tail. So pretty good. Not bad. I do like him. I think he works pretty well. He's definitely going to be on display up on the shelf. And I'm very happy to have him. Now, like I said, this is my first MonsterArts figure. I don't have any others completely yet, but I did order around the same time from Big Bad Toy Store. I ordered the Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. So here's a size comparison with these two, and yeah, I think they work they work and look very good together. I'm very happy. So I do have 2 Monster Arts. I will be doing a review on Kong slightly like later, maybe within the next week or so. I don't know when the Godzilla review is going up. I'm recording this on the 28th. I'm going to do a mass recording of a lot of videos, and we're probably going to try and do 2 to 3 a week for at least, you know, the next week or two, since I got a lot of stuff to cover. So that's Godzilla next to a Monster Arts. Here he is next to the only other Godzilla figure in my collection. Here he is next to the NECA Godzilla. Don't really know what style this one would be, but the NECA one is a bit taller. He's a little bit about the same width. Chest is definitely thicker. But yeah, this is the only other Godzilla I got. Reminded me of an old figure my friend had a long time ago, and I always loved the look of it. So, let's do a couple other size comparisons really quick. Now, I don't know much about this universe, so don't get me here. But here he is next to a Gundam universe. I think this is just the standard generic one. I think everyone calls it, maybe, is it like Grandpa or something? I don't know what everyone calls it. I thought I saw something about it, but it's apparently one of the older designs, and that's what they look like together. So if you ever did want to have your Gundam universe figures cross over with your Monster Arts, make them fight or something like that, there you go. They, I think, look very nice. And this does look like something like the humans would build to combat kaiju and stuff. So, looks pretty good. Here's just a little Mega Construx figure, if you want to see a size. Doesn't scale well with them. Still way too small in comparison to the Mega Construx figures. He needs to be huge. Godzilla is like 120 meters tall in Kong. Godzilla versus Kong. So, here he is next to a Star Wars Black Series figure. Where was our Marvel Legends? Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Stealth Iron Man and a Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Red, and we lost Rex. So there you go. There he is next to them. Here he is next to a Jazzwares Halo Master Chief. So SH Figuarts Goku. So we got Monster Arts and Figuarts, very similar in size. And who else we got to do? If you are curious, here he is next to a Mafex Batman. And we got our bendy wire cape being a problem, as always, with Batman. So there you go. Revoltech All Might, a lot taller. And then, let me see if I could get to her. And then Figma Samus coming in. So, overall, Godzilla is very nice. Scales up pretty well with the other Monster Art stuff and the Gundam stuff. And the NECA Godzilla is a bit taller. So you could just say it's a different era of Godzilla or something. But yeah, overall, I think he works very well. I very much like him. He is very nice, scale-wise, everything like that. And he's a very cool figure. Have his own presence on the shelf, and he's going to look very, very cool up there. So I just wish you could get a little bit more in like the torso here, just a little bit more of a turn, so you could get that like classic like Godzilla like turning, looking to the side pose with the tail over to the side. But I wish there was a little bit more in the tail as well for articulation. I wish I could bring it to the side or something a little bit more. Kind of wish the legs had a little bit more articulation to them as well, and the arms, I guess. Wish the arms could go out a bit more, but he is also a big giant lizard, and he's very limited anyway, so it is fine. Other than that, for the price point of around, like, basically, I think, like, $70, he's not bad. I wish he did have a couple more accessories, just the 2 fists, or hands, kind of. I wish there was something else. I don't know what else he could have came with besides an atomic breath effect. I guess that's all I would have wanted. So other than that, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did find this review enjoyable and, you know, helpful in any way. I do like him. I definitely say, like, if you're a fan of Godzilla and you don't have any figures and you want to get something for Monster Arts, it is a very nice figure. I guess this is kind of gappy here, which is a little concerning now that I look at it. So, hit the camera with the tail. So yeah, it's a little bit of a gap area there with the back leg. So I have to look at it. a little bit more. I've only had them for a couple days now, so I haven't played with them a ton. So yeah, very nice overall. So hopefully you did find everything helpful and enjoyable. Sorry about the lack of reviews lately. I've been currently trying to deal with the phone storage issue. I record on my phone and I was maxing out space, so it was very hard to record videos back to back to back. It was pain. I had to keep switching between the computer and everything to store the files and then edit them later. So I did get an SD card in the phone, so hopefully everything works a little bit better now. So hopefully you did enjoy this review. Hopefully it was helpful for you. Hopefully if you haven't already, you have gone and liked the video if you did enjoy it. And if you haven't and you are new here, I would always appreciate a subscribe as well. It does help out the channel a lot. And if you want to, you could go follow the main channel as well as the Twitter account if you want to keep up to date with anything that I do on any of those. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next action figure review. This will go up whenever, and Kong will probably be after it at some point on a later date within the next week after that. It'll probably be a week after Godzilla, or within the same week. Not sure yet. So, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.